No, it's not quite 6, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'll turn off the countdown. Hey, 6 o'clock, Atlanta, Indiana. Mr. Muffin'sTrains back with office hours. Hello, buddy Rail. Oh my gosh, all kinds of guys are logging on. Hey, good to see you. Hey, happy, what is this? May something, 17th. Yeah, happy May 17th to everybody. Hope you're well. We were expecting a lot of rain today. We didn't get it. That's good. And it's very exciting here at MrMuffin'sTrains because tomorrow we're going to reopen our hot dog cart. We have a hot dog cart with Italian sausage and all that, with peppers and onions and all that cool stuff. And everybody was down at the kitchen, where the cafe used to be at the back of MrMuffin'sTrains store, and they were down there making hot dogs and getting ready to go tomorrow. So we're gonna turn our hot dog cart up. It'll be on State Route 19, right by the warehouse, and we got a couple of young men that are gonna run the hot dog cart this season, and this is good for them. They want to be entrepreneurs. They want to learn how to run a business. We're teaching them, and we'll see how it goes. So they're gonna fire up the hot dogs tomorrow. I think 11 o'clock, 11 to 3, maybe something like that. And we got a big cooler down there for sodas and water and all that. And it's going to be great. So that's what's going on tomorrow. So, hey, everybody. Hey. Cutting the rug. Yeah, buddy. Cutting the rug. Yeah. I love this music. I really enjoy it. And I got it on here. Hello, everybody. Hello, buddy. Hello, Robert. Hey, Uncle Buck's on. Oh, yeah. Gilberto, Walter's on. Hey, everybody. Hey. Yeah, we're here. So let's see what's going on this week. I don't know. We didn't get anything new, I don't think. We had a couple of new vendors that we're working with. I thought I'd show you. If I can get my table camera on. So we had a young man named Chris, has been 3D printing smokestacks, and he made me one. He did all this beautiful brickwork, and this is an incinerator. It's got an incinerator building down here at the bottom that you can go in to burn up stuff, maybe a neighbor, I don't know. Or you can also think about this as a smokestack, and we're going in here to clean out the ashes, I guess. And so it's beautiful 3D printed. It's a kit. You got to assemble it with Zap-A-Gap and kicker glue like we use. Put it together. It's 18 inches tall. But the cool part is he is burnished on here. He's printed basically, in this case, Muffin. He can do your name if you like. And so he prints it and he sands it really, really thin, and it looks pretty dilapidated on the smokestack. And it's right there. So this is the one he did. And when I was showing the guys the other night, I didn't realize it. He did it on 2 sides. It says Muffin on 2 sides. This one's in a little worse shape than this one, but they look pretty terrific. And then this base goes on here like this. You can put it together, and you can have the Muffin on the same side as the doorway, or put it at 90 degrees. This is the way I've got it on my, yeah, oops, I dropped it. So we got these, and he's working on some other kits. He's going to do the Standard Oil Station up in Lafayette, Indiana. It's a really beautiful old gas station. And he's also doing a subway station. And there's a third one, and there's some bridges he's doing. So anyway, so this is on our website. If you look for incinerator, the kits are $39.95. If you want him to build it and paint it and detail the brick, that's $79.95. And if you want your name on the smokestack, 2 sides evidently, it's $119.95. So that's pretty cool. So Chris Keeler is making these for us. I wanted to show you that. That's pretty neat. So let's set that aside. And then the other thing we've been fooling around with is trying to 3D print like a coal station. Like, where's my camera? I got to move this thing around. But this looks like railroad ties, or big railroad ties, and wood for sure. And these are like cribs that you can store coal in, or gravel, or whatever you want. You see these around the railroad all the time. And so the folks up in Corber 3D printed these for me. and I think we're selling them on the website. It's called, what is it called on the back here? It's called a dump bin, part number D0075, and they wrote me a note because they knew I wouldn't remember down here. They're $24.99. So we've just got these in stock, and they look like they're on the ground, right? You can see some ground trim over here, wherever the camera is. See right there? It looks like the ground. You're going to want to paint that probably and put some foam on it. But looks pretty terrific. So I wanted to show you that. So this happened today. I'll go back to me. Of course, this is the way we like it with me big. Hey, yeah. So we were being asked about, yeah, well, yeah, hot dogs on the website. You can't order them online. You know, we set it up as a separate point of sale location in our website so that the two boys, young men that are running the hot dog cart can ring up their orders, but you can't order them online. I'm sorry. I'm not going to mail you a hot dog. Yeah, the Cab 3 is coming. So Lionel says that the Cab 3s, the first wave, they had so many orders, they're going to make them in 2 waves. But the first wave, and I don't know how big that is, ships the end of the month, June 1st. They'll be on the way. And it'll take a while, obviously, to get over here. 4 to 6 weeks on the water to get them here. And then they're planning right about that same time to download the app, or to upload, in their case, upload the app into Android world and iOS for Apple. And then you'll be able to download that app and take a look at it. And there's a demo online right now on their Facebook page, Lionel's Facebook page. Pretty cool. And you can see them connect it up and run an engine. It's pretty effortless. So you ought to be able to get the app and download it. It's free, and download it sometime after the 1st of June, when Android and Apple finish doing their testing or whatever it is they do. And then we'll be able to download it and get it going. I'm planning to run the app on an iPad, not on my phone. And I've obviously got an iPad running DCS, and I'm not going to have 2 windows on there and flip back and forth. I'm going to put a second iPad on the layout, one for DCS and one for the Base 3 app. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of DCS, the hardware and stuff's all in production. They've got the boxes designed, everything's done. They're just working on the software, trying to get the software exactly right. There'll be a new release of DCS that'll come out with the new DCS wireless TIU, which you'll see that pretty soon. Hello, Greg. Hello, Danbury. Yes, sir. The 280s, I mean, they ought to be here any minute. I have not seen, usually I get a pull sheet from Lionel for what's coming next. And the sheet I got yesterday is a bunch of the 2024 season Lionel Racing NASCAR models, 124 scale, and those are on the way. But I did not see a release for any of the trains. So I think the 280s would be next, and the 2662s, right? The mallets should be along here very quickly. I know I talked to MTH. They got a big container yesterday, Thursday, and it looked like when I looked online, they were pulling some orders for me. When they actually pull the merchandise and start putting it on the pallet, it disappears on my online profile. So I can tell that they've pulled it because it's no longer showing, pre-order. For me, it's showing they're getting ready to send it. So I think we'll get an invoice maybe tonight or tomorrow with the latest from MTH, and we'll get some pallets headed our way from them. In Atlas, we should see a bunch more of the streamlined passenger cars shortly. The 2-bay hoppers, I believe, are on the water, and the S2s were due. But I heard the other day from them that we may not see them for a few more months. So let's see what Greg says. Still have a Cab 1 remote. Yep, that'll work. And a base station, yep. Now, well, you won't have to spend $1,000 for it, that's for sure. I think they're $499, so you'll be all set with that. Ben's asking about the 072s. Yep, 072 and 063 curves we should see here in June, they're telling me. I turned in my order for the latest Atlas catalog on Wednesday, and I think I might have turned it in a week early. I got a feeling because of some questions they were asking me, like, huh, what are you doing? So the new Atlas stuff they announced in April, right before York, that ought to come. Those orders are all due, and we're looking forward to seeing those next year. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, so we are going to host a train and hobby show here in Atlanta, Indiana at the end of October, last weekend in October, before Halloween, after York. And we got a lot of people coming. And the Nickel Plate Express is going to run a train up here to Atlanta from its home in Noblesville. And we're going to give train rides. So if you come to visit the train show Friday and Saturday that week, you have the opportunity to ride the Nickel Plate Express. And so it's a bunch of bi-level Santa Fe passenger cars. And on one end is a restored nickel plate RS-11 on the north end, and on the south end is an F9, a leased F9 they got from Erie Mining and repainted. And we're gonna have that train up here in Atlanta, which is only 3 miles from the fairgrounds. I'm working on trolleys to bring people back and forth. So you can go to the fairgrounds, go to the train show, and then take a trolley down to Atlanta and ride the train. That's my plan. So anyway, there's news about that on the website, Mr. Muffin's Show, Mr. Muffin's, MrMuffin's show, SHOW.com. You know, they named it after me. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. What else? Randall's saying, what are the new command system 2? So I don't know what that means. We're just chatting about the base 3 from Lionel. Their new command system will be here in July. I would say be a safe bet, given it's going to start shipping in the end of the month. And then the new DCS wireless system will be here in August, is the plan. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to do a train show in Atlanta. You're invited. You know, everybody come and visit. If you've not been to Indianapolis before, there's a lot of cool stuff here. We have the largest children's museum in the United States here in Indianapolis. And the Speedway Museum is down there, which is pretty awesome. There's also a NASCAR exhibit down there. So there's lots of things to see. And so I hope you plan on coming to meet with us last weekend in October, whatever that is. I can never remember the dates. You know, my phone is already hooked to the Mac here, so I can, if I wanted to show you something on the phone. So it's going to be Friday, the 25th of October, and Saturday, the 26th. And if you're really nice, I'll share some Halloween candy with you early. So that's coming up. What else do we know? I don't know. Any questions for me? Yeah, 501039. Yeah, we'll see that in August. Yep, the new DCS system. And they got the hardware. That stuff's all resolved, and they're just finishing some of the testing and stuff on the software, because we'll get a new release of DCS at the same time we get the wireless WIU, TIU with the wireless, right? WTIU, whatever we're going to call it. And there's going to be some new functions in DCS as part of that release. Mum's the word. Nobody wants to talk about what they are, but we're going to see some new functionality. So that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Any other questions for me? It's only 6:14. I've been blabbing away here. I think the sounds pretty good, right? No reverb. That's coming through all right. Yep. Sounds good in my headphones. What else do I know? Oh, we are, it's summer, obviously, coming into summer. And one of the things Jeff and I decided to do, because we've got a lot of room in the new store, is to start selling some hobby things that we did when he was a kid. And so we just got approved to be an Estes model rocket dealer, and we're going to have Estes model rockets here. And then Games Workshop has approved us to do Warhammer and all those kinds of games. And my sons still play those games and enjoy that. They've got a group they're part of. So we're going to start carrying Warhammer. Obviously, we got Atherton with all the foam scenery stuff for railroading, but they also have great foam scenery stuff for 1/35th scale military vehicles. And so we've decided we're going to run, carry those products as well. So Tamiya has approved us as a dealer, and we're going to get those in here. So that'll be pretty good. So let's see what else. So let's see. We got some people talking about price. Okay. Can we run Lion Chief with TMCC? Well, no. I mean, Lion Chief, we run it with Bluetooth, but you'll be able to run Lion Chief on, as well as conventional, on the new Base 3. So, and you'll be able to use, if you've got a TMCC Cab 1 remote, you'll also be able to use that on the new Base 3 to control locomotives with TMCC. Yep. So, rolling coal, original DCS. Yep. Well, the original DCS remote, the only way it'll work with the new Wi-Fi is for you to tether it, right? You get a cable, a phone extension cable that connects a phone to the handset. They sell those. I've got some here, and you can buy them on Amazon. And that cable, you connect your existing MTH DCS remote to the TIU. It's got a port on there to plug that thing in. And when you do that, then the original DCS remote, I should move so I'm not in the middle of my name over there. The original DCS remote will work with the new wireless TIU. So now, and if you've got multiple TIUs, if you tether the handheld, it only controls engines that are on the TIU that you tethered it to, right? So like on the east layout I have right here above me, which is 100 feet long and at the wide is 16 feet wide, that part of the layout here is controlled with a single TIU, and I have a remote tethered to that TIU. So that remote doesn't interfere with the big layout on the other side. It just runs the one up there. Yeah, the old RJ11 phone cable. Yep, exactly. And so it's got to be the handset cable. Okay, if you're going to go to Amazon and look for it, then it's going to be the handset cable. Okay. Yep, that's pretty cool. Yep. So, all right. So, yep. Okay, good. Yep. Okay. So, what else? We got a lot going on. I'm going to be running trains tomorrow. We've got a gentleman coming that has asked us to run a Lionel Big Boy tomorrow for his grandfather. And so I'm going to get one of the big boys out and put it on the track and run that tomorrow. So that'll be fun. We do a live broadcast from the layout at 2 o'clock Eastern. I've got these really cool little cameras we bought that are just awesome. They're little Wi-Fi cameras, and we can set them on the layout, and then they talk to an iPad, which then connects to my Mac, and we can hook up a lot of cameras. Last week I had 4 cameras hooked up at different angles around the layout, So that's it. So that's the news there. So we're going to run trains tomorrow. So Ben wants to know about what gauge wire. So, I mean, I think 16 is fine. You don't need to run 14 gauge. I've run 14 gauge on a couple layouts. I don't think I've got 14 here. I might be. But 16 will work unless you're doing something really, really, really big. So I would recommend that. And then the drops from the track, Could be 18 gauge or 20 gauge. I don't know. I use Atlas track, so I use the Atlas rail joiners, terminal rail joiners, which have got a little wire. And I don't know what gauge that wire is. I happen to have one right here. I thought. I'm not sure what gauge it is. Here's a piece of track with Atlas terminal joiners on it. Like that, right? So you just run this and just drill a hole, right? And drop that down through the table. And of course, we mount our track on top of foam roadbed, which looks really good, and it's black, which is nice. And then I gravel the outside. I don't put any gravel in the middle. You don't need it with the black roadbed. Nobody can really tell. But I'm not sure what gauge wire that is. I'm thinking it's 18. So that's what we would do to drop wire down to underneath the table to the wire that runs back to the command center, right? I'm in the nerd center today, but back in the command center. Yeah, I've become kind of an iPhone person. You know, the greatest thing that Apple invented, in my opinion, is AirDrop. That I can shoot a video and then walk up to one of my Macs. I've got one here in the Nerd Center, NERD Center, and then I got one up front. And I can go to a Mac, and that file will automatically fly into my machine and show up in the downloads folder, and it makes it really easy to be able to move videos around and photographs around. I'm sure you've noticed we take pictures of pretty much everything that comes in product-wise. So we have a lot of photographs that we take in order to show them in the newsletter. And so that works pretty good. Yep. So Greg says he just solders wire to the bottom of the joiner. You certainly can do that. That certainly works. You know, I'm a big fan of using the solder gun as little as possible. So I'm using the joiners, terminal rail joiners. But yeah, but soldering them on there, it's probably cheaper. And it works just fine, for sure. Yep. So what else? We got a lot of guys on tonight. Thank you all very much. A lot of comments. It's May. Here we're in Indiana, so that means we're fooling around with the Indy 500, getting cars qualifying and so forth. And there's a lot going on. I have a lot of folks working here now. It used to be just Mrs. Muffin and me, you know, back in the day, but holy cow, now they've got all kinds of people. No, I don't have, well, Uncle Buck, I don't have a spare cab 2 base, but if you don't mind me saying it, Lionel has warranted those forever. It's not a 1-year warranty on a cab 2, and you can send that back to them and they'll repair it for free. So just, you can email them at talktous@lionel.com. Tell them you've got a cab 2 base that doesn't work and you need it repaired, and they'll send you a shipping label and you can ship that to them and they'll make it good. So they've been doing that kind of from the get-go. I've sent them 2 cab 2s to be repaired, and they've repaired them and sent them back. So really appreciate that. That's really good. That you sound like, you know, it's like an unknown thing, right? Well, it's like the Big Boy. Did you know that the Lionel Big Boy has a 2-year warranty, not a 1-year warranty? I mean, on the Vision Line engines, they offer a 2-year warranty. That's pretty good. So we like that. So yeah, I'll be planning to run a Big Boy tomorrow. I'm not sure if I should run a gray one. I got a gray one over here on the shelf, and then I've got a 4014. What do you think? Should I run the gray one tomorrow? I can never tell which shoulder my dandruff's on. I gotta get that off there. Yep. So we're gonna run. We'll run a Big Boy tomorrow and some freight. So they did, right? See, you guys think I'm full of prunes. Hey, they fixed 3 of his cab 2s. Yeah, there you go. I think they'll do it. So that's really good. So what else? Mrs. Muffin's been working at the store, and They're building display areas. We got the new Lionel RDCs came in. I've got those at the store. I shot a video of those today. I'll put that up on YouTube and Facebook probably tonight. You think I should run the 4014 tomorrow, Craig? All right, we'll get that out tomorrow. I'm going to run that in the video tomorrow. Yeah, and for free. Yeah, that's right. The Lionel fixes the cab 2s for free. I think that's really good. Really, really good. So let's see. We've gotten, we're getting collections now. We've got an auction running right now that'll run through tomorrow at noon. You go to MrMuffin'sTrains.com, and up in the menu bar at the top, there's a button there for auctions. And we've got 280 lots, I think, in this month's auction. And we've got enough stuff in-house from collections for June already. So if anybody sends us anything new, it's not going to go in the auction until July or maybe even August at this point. We're working our way through. So we have been picking up some collections and adding some stuff. Some people send us just a few pieces. I mean, if you've got, an engine you don't like anymore, or, a handful of cars or something, you want us to put them in the auction, we'll do it. Yeah. Oh, no. No, I haven't heard that. Well, we're going to try, right? We're going to give that a shot. What I would do, honestly, is it works better for me to not call Lionel. It's better to email him. Talk to us at Lionel.com and give him an email. And I don't know why, but I get more empathy from email, I think. So hot dog scheme. Yeah, there you go. All right. So give that I would give him a call. I'd write him, email, talk to us at Lionel.com, Okay. Anything else, you guys? 627. Nothing really new to report. Nothing else to report. Waiting for product. Got a few E8s left, Atlas E8s left. I was asked about that a little while ago. We got a few of those left. I've got custom runs in Burlington and Milwaukee and New York Central in the kind of not a real dark gray, but not a kind of a medium gray. I had two guys write me and tell me I got that color right. That because I always wanted them that color. I've seen pictures of them that color, and we finally got that color made. So that's really good. So I've got custom run E8s, Burlington in the silver, beautiful, and Milwaukee is just one in the 3-tone paint scheme, and then the New York Centrals, and then I've got Kansas City Southern, Penn Central, the other ones that Atlas announced. I've got one or two left of each of those. Passenger cars are about gone. I got a few Amtrak left. I'm gonna do some custom run reefers. I'm waiting for Atlas to say okay. I gave him a list. So I'm looking forward to hearing back from him on some custom run reefers. Well, okay, 6:29, about time to start the music, I think. Get it going, wherever my music's at. Start to bring it up.